Hi everyone, it's Mariella from Binary Option Sheriff. Thank you for joining me again today. And in today's YouTube video, we are going to address one of the questions from subscribers. And that is, as a new trader who would like to start trading and who would like to start understanding charts, how can we open up the charts step by step? What free charts are available? How to check the assets and how to check the time frames, and in the end, most importantly of all, how to implement tools which give us trading signals on our charts. And that's what I'm going to do today. It is a YouTube video which is specifically addressed at new traders who have no idea how to start off with this. So what I'm going to do now is just to go on my YouTube channel that I really like to use, and that is NetDania. You can use quite a few other charting stations, but NetDania for me is one that really works. Incidentally, NetDania and quite a few of the other free charting stations do not work on Chrome. So in this case, it's quite important that you use either Firefox, Mozilla, or else just the usual Safari. In this case, I'm using Safari. So here I am on the first page of NetDania, and here I get a very simple chart, which is not what I am looking for. I'm looking for charts with more engagement. So in this case, I go on the 5-star chart. It is very important that you have a Java plugin that is recent and that is updated, because without the Java plugin, you will not be able to have access and visibility to the charts. This is important for all charts and not just the ones belonging to NetDania. So once we open up the charts, this is what screen we get. This is a basic screen where we have several charts. We can add many others, but what you can do is you can take this pin here, right? And it's up here, and all you have to do is upload it so you get a much bigger screen with your preferred charts. Let's assume we are wanting to look at the euro and US dollar, and I want to increase the size of my screen. So now I am looking in terms of a chart, my euro and US dollar, which has been really playing a lot at the moment, but you have to remember that today happens to be one very important day where volatility is going to be the name of the game. Today is the 8th of November and it's election day in the US, so you can expect to get volatility. Here I introduce all my screen to be shared with you. So let's start analyzing bit by bit what we would like to get when we are trying to get a chart working for us so that we can trade. First of all, if you look at the top, you have this instruments in the scroll down menu. So here, if you are looking at any signal on a software, for example, at the moment we are using Snapcash Binary, and we want to check a signal that we get from Snapcash Binary, assuming it's euro, US dollar, or euro, sterling, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is the drop down menu that you get, where you can get all your instruments, and if you open it up any further, this is what you get. You can also have indices, shares, interbank, major currencies, cross rates, and so on and so forth. For the sake of our example today, we are going to stay with our euro and US dollar. The next important thing that we have to look at is the chart type. The chart type, we are doing candlestick. There are several other kinds of charts to look at, but I find that especially for a beginner, the fact that you have candlesticks in colors which signify that the blue are the when the price is increasing and the red is when the price is pulling back, it is very visual and very clear. Then after that you have the time scale. Now with time scale at the moment we are looking at a 1 hour time scale, which means automatically that every single candlestick we are looking at represents 1 hour of trading. So in this 1 hour of trading, in this particular hour of trading, we can see that the price started from the bottom here, went all the way up and finished at this point. So it was a bull's candlestick, so it was a buyer's market, whereas the red signify a selling market and a bearish market. It is very clear and it is very visual. If I am looking at trading binary options and I am looking at 15-minute trades, then I need to be looking at 5 or 10-minute time scales. When I am looking at a 5 or a 10-minute time scale, it is giving me a better insight on the price movement for that particular time. So in this case, I have changed to 5 minutes, and this every candlestick is in this particular case showing me what happened with the price every 5 minutes instead of every hour, and so on and so forth. You have a big variety of choices here, starting from month, weekly, daily, 8 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, so on and so forth, even down to 1 second. So those are the time scales that we need to always implement depending on when we plan to take the trade. If we plan to take a trade which is going to be end of day, then we need to be looking at least 4 hour charts and see how different the chart looks. If I have a look at it at first glance, I could see that there was a drop, a rise, and it seems like the price is retracting back, and I might want to implement some lines to show me which direction the price is going to go. Next come the lines. The lines are, you can add a lot of lines, which I have explained in various of my other YouTube videos, how you can add the Fibonacci retracement lines, and these I have explained one by one. But for today, it is easier for me to explain to you how to add studies. Without going into detail what each and every study means, I am just going to show you how to place it on your chart. So if you just go on the scroll down menu here, and one of my favorite signals indicator is the Bollinger Bands. All I have to do is click on the Bollinger Bands here. It shows me that my support and resistance lines are going to be these two colors. All I have to add is OK, and automatically I have my Bollinger Bands placed here. If I would be looking at this 5 minutes chart without consulting any news, I am seeing that I am going to have a reversal and the price seems to be going up. This is very generic, and every tool should be supplemented with another tool, and you should never use just one tool when you are trading in order to get indication. How do I remove the tool? All I have to do is right hand click on your mouse. If you click again, you get either the information window, you get a much stronger light on the actual bands themselves, and if I want to delete, I just remove them like this. I can then go to another signal, another study, and for example I can decide to put the Elliott wave oscillator, and this usually arrives at the bottom of my, as you can see, at the bottom of my trading chart. And if you go on one of my YouTube videos and check out the movements of Elliott waves, you will know that Elliott waves always happen in fives. So you have, this would be a wave which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the fifth wave, and then again you can start over with another 5 band wave, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth wave before it goes and changes direction. So this is in terms of volume trading. I am not going to go into the detail of what Elliott waves mean because there is another video dedicated to it, and this is really a beginner's video to show you how to use the tools and the charts. If I want to overlay studies on top of each other, I can do that as well. So let's go back to our Bollinger Bands and implement them. And over and above, for example, I want to highlight these, and over and above I want to overlay the Parabolic Sar, which again is another study which gives us an insight into where the price is going to head. So here I am going to put the Parabolic Sar. Automatically it has chosen a color that is different from the recent studies I have, but just in case I want to change the color, all I have to do is click on it, and let's say I want this to be in a turquoise instead of a green. All I have to do is OK, apply it, and you will see that I have a very faint Parabolic Sar here. So I actually will remove this and put a stronger color so that we can see it better. I go back to my studies, go back to the Parabolic Sar and keep them as green, and here we are with our Parabolic Sar indicator. And this, the Parabolic Sar, again, I have another video on YouTube dedicated to this, and which at the moment tells us, contrary to what the Bollinger Bands are saying, and that is that the price will continue going down. It is only when we get the dots going in the other direction that we are going to see a trend reversal. So this is basically a very, very generic idea on how to load charts. Assuming that we want to change from euro and US dollar, I remind you, all you have to do is just go on the instrument, and for example, let's also have a look at sterling against US dollar. Your first chart stays intact. All you have to do is open a new screen and you can make the comparisons. It's very interesting. If you see what's happening between the sterling and USD, it is almost a mirror image and a mirror shape of what is happening between the euro and US dollar. So here the predominant feature about this trading chart at the moment is that it is the dollar that is influencing all the movements on the other charts. This is all from me today. I hope that this very basic introduction on how to look at charts, how to load them, how to look at time frames, and how to add your studies to them has helped any new trader into an insight of how you can start looking at charts yourself. Please do subscribe to this channel, and for those of you who are serious about trading, I recommend that you download our free ebook for beginners, for beginner traders. There's a lot of very important information. If you go through that and find you're serious about trading, come back to us and we will give you links for the full ebook. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that we will see you very soon with some live trading. Stay safe and don't take too many risks that should not be recommended in trading. Bye.